Welcome back to Investing with Confidence, and we are talking about how to invest with confidence consistently, hopefully to make better choices in your life. We talk about stocks, options, futures, Forex, cryptocurrency, income strategies, and wealth strategies, and that's what we're going to cover here on this third segment here is income and wealth strategies for everyday people. We did have a lot of people text in on the last segment for the investing class. I got a couple more tickets for let's do a text in again. Text the word invest to the number 484848. That's invest to the number 484848. You're going to receive a text back with a couple dates to hopefully that work on your schedule. We do these during the week. We also have these on the weekends, also in the evenings throughout the week as well. So we have a class for pretty much anybody to attend. If you're listening to the show right now, we have a class near you. So text the word invest to the number 484848. So Al, in that last segment, we did talk about a strategy that's designed to follow the institutions, and it's that core strategy, which is the law of supply and demand. That's how the financial markets work. And you talked about keeping it simple. What's that phrase people say? Keep it simple, smarty, or something like that?
That's what we say. We use smarty as opposed to the other S word.
Yeah, we won't go that route. But that's what you got to do. You have to keep the markets and in your trading and investing strategy, you have to keep it simple. Take the emotions out of it. Don't make it complicated.
Right.
That's what a lot of retail investors that have not been educated on how to trade and invest, they actually make it more complicated. So I want you to talk about how to simplify a strategy for income. People are looking for income strategies to combat inflation. Gas prices are going up. I mean, I'll be doing a trip here this weekend driving, and it's going to be $150 a tank to drive just to fill up the vehicle, and which is crazy. But you have to have income strategies to offset that or almost hedge that. So talk about those income strategies and what are some of the assets that you're seeing a lot of people come to Online Trading Academy to these investing classes that we've been giving away tickets to learn what they are.
Yeah, the bottom line, Josh, is the truth is that being alive is not free, and it just got a lot more expensive. Just you mentioned gas prices, energy. Energy was up 39.2% in the month of May alone. That's kind of a necessary thing. When you look at food and energy, the inflation rate is really much higher than the number that we're seeing.
Yeah, well, if you look at the energy sector, since September of 2021, it's actually up 92%.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Right.
92%.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, don't plan on driving, don't plan on heating or cooling your home or eating, and you'll be just fine.
I think people are tired of sitting in their houses. It's time to get out. It's time to get out and do things, but you need strategies that are designed to hedge this inflation.
Right. And the bottom line is that for most people right now, their income is not enough to cover everything and still have some money left over to either have fun or to fund their retirement accounts, because there's really two components to your financial life. One is that income, the accumulation phase, and the other is the retirement distribution phase. And for a lot of people, they're going to have a hard time covering the wealth retirement distribution part of their life. Real wages, since the new administration has taken over, real wages have declined more than 4%. And savings have gone down about 79%.
I've seen that.
And consumer debt is huge, is going up significantly. We've got a lot of people that have entered this market on margin. Corporate debt has exploded. So what do? How can you change that income part of your life? Well, maybe you use strategies that are available in the financial market that are really kind of designed for short-term income. Because if you're looking at income, it's something that you probably want to have now. You don't want to wait 10 or 20 or 30 years to get some money to provide for what you need to spend now. You need something that's short-term. And there are assets. And by the way, these are the same assets that the institutions are using, but they're really not showing their clients how to use them. A lot of people are in what we call a buy and hold strategy, which is kind of the Wall Street go-to. Let's put together a portfolio, hold on to it for years or decades, don't worry about the drawdowns. But those companies that are telling you to do that, that's not what they're doing. they have people that are active in these markets on a daily basis looking at more short-term income type strategies.
Think about that for a second. They're putting their clients in something that they are not doing. I believe they call it fixed income assets. I want you to explain what those are here coming up, but we have listeners, Al, that are like, okay, why are they doing that? Why are they putting you in strategies that are long-term, is what they say, with no regards to anything? And it's a hope strategy. If you don't want a hope strategy, it's time to learn these different techniques and these different strategies that are designed for income. Text the word right now for 2 tickets, and Al explains that in these investing classes, what some of these concepts are. Text the word invest to the number 484848 for 2 tickets for the investing class, local. If you're listening to the show right now, we have investing classes local for you. Text invest to the number 484848. But Al, with these different assets, they call them fixed income assets. What are some of the assets that they are trading and they're not putting their clients into?
Yeah, most of the fixed income portfolios are treasuries or maybe some dividend stocks, and the payout on those for in most cases has been negative. When you look at the real rates, when you compare it to inflation, you got negative returns. So what are the institutions using for kind of a replacement for maybe a treasury portfolio or a dividend portfolio? They're using things like the futures market, the foreign exchange market, the options market, which not only can be used for short-term positions where you get in and out on for some people it could be daily or weekly or monthly, but they're short-term. And they also have the power of leverage, which is huge, and that's what most people are missing out. We like to talk about and go over some of the challenges and issues people have when they're dealing with their finances, and one of them is not using those assets. It's not really getting the maximum value out of your investment money, but the institutions are using it. Guys like Warren Buffett are using them. And one of the reasons that they don't put most of their clients into something that is short-term is just simply because it's almost impossible for them to do.
Well, I tell you what, they like to simplify things too. Let's just sell a fund and tell them warm, fuzzy things, that things are going to be great in the future, and have no regards to what their actual goal or objective is.
Yeah, well, it's a great business model for them. They will put together a portfolio of either stocks or mutual funds and then tell you to hold on. This is a long-term thing. Don't worry about corrections and crashes because the market always comes back. And then they go out and they're trading on a short-term basis. But if you have an advisor that has several hundred clients, it really is not possible for them to deal with a couple of hundred individual portfolios that are short-term in nature. They just don't have the time to do it.
Yeah, just to clarify something, too, a little bit here. I had some friends, actually, they listen to the show, and they give me a little crap once in a while. And they're like, man, you guys are always bashing brokers and advisors. I'm saying, I don't bash anybody. I said, do you like reality TV? They said, yeah, this is reality. This is actually what's happening. So it's nothing against the people. As you said, it's a great business model for them. Yeah. That's why they're putting you into funds, selling you funds, and investing in different things. Right. And you had mentioned a little bit ago, people are looking for strategies that might be daily, weekly. So I want to talk a little bit about the strategy that Online Trading Academy teaches their students. So it's a strategy to get to place your investment, whether you're going to be a buyer or a seller, your protection, your targets, and you wait for price to come to you. So a lot of people think you have to be at your computer for these investments to happen. You actually set it up in advance and let the computer execute automatically for you. So that way you don't have to be at your computer. If people are looking for income strategies, there are ways to do that and strategies to do that even while you're at work, because you don't have to physically do that at the time it's going to get into the order. And I want you to kind of explain that a little bit more in the next segment here, what that actually looks like. So how institutions buy and sell, they buy at wholesale, sell at retail. Mm-hmm. That's how us as the public, we want to do the same thing as we talked about in that last segment. We want to buy at wholesale, sell at retail, which is exactly how we do everything in our everyday life. We want to buy when it's cheap and sell when it's expensive. And I know you give more visuals, and you actually show that in these investing classes. And we have a lot of people that have been texting in here on the show, a lot of people that are looking to get started and making smart investing decisions. So let's do this. For the first, let's go 10 texters here. You can get your phone ready. I'm going to give away 2 tickets for an investing class, but also for those that do attend, there's going to be a special giveaway for those that do attend, and we're going to be hedging gas prices. That's a little hint
sounds
there.
Interesting.
So it's going to be a fun little giveaway when you do attend. So you got to make sure to mention that when you call or when you text in about the giveaway, and we got to make sure to put some notes in there so you receive that when you attend.
Hey, I'll be attending. Do I get
There
to
you
participate?
Go. Text the word invest to the number 484848 right now. That's invest to the number 484848 for 2 tickets and the special giveaway. Coming up next, let's talk about more on the wealth side of things because we have down markets. We got to talk about protecting people's portfolios. Coming up next. This is Josh and Al. We'll be right back.